Hello folks, here's the next experiment. The previous experiment I replaced Mark II's down the whole line, main line. Now I've replaced every Mark I with a Mark II. So let's see what happens. Alright, it's been about an hour, 10 minutes-ish. And I've viewed the results of this experiment, and it is a pass. Updating all the pipes to Mark II appears to work just fine. Now, there is a couple of interesting things to be noted here. The first, I'm just going to show this, that this is stable at 300. It's staying stable. Now, the first interesting thing about this experiment, because this is, as like with the previous experiment, you have a Mark I into the container, and you have a Mark II coming out. Unlike the other experiment, these are both in sync with each other. It's perfectly or as close to in sync as I can tell, and thus is 0. So like it's staying steady at 2400, even though the other one should, in theory, have stayed the same too. So that's very interesting. Secondly, this guy is less sporadic. Now, it will have spikes, but notice how it's behaving. It's hovering around the 300 more than it's staying outside of it. It's like you have the high dip and then you have the low dip. It's like if it goes there, it's really trying to hover around 300 with the occasional spikes. And that's kind of the takeaway from this experiment, that if you have an entire system with just pure Mark II pipes and no mixing of the ones and twos, the system is more stable with Mark II. It is a pure Mark II. However, since this is a 300 build, I'd rather have a pure Mark I build, and it'll just work that way. So that's the findings for this experiment. So I will see you guys in the next video.